cannot say what's wrong or right. It's not hard to fool me, 'cause I'm addicted to the good life. Yeah, lead the way, I follow. No need to say where we are heading now, babe. I follow to the edge of it all, to the edge of it all. So tell your good night, 'cause I find a better one. Yeah, susceptible now before the moment flies. Oh, so tell me good night, 'cause I find a better one. Ooh, susceptible now before the moment flies.
Y'all know what it is. You know what I mean? Rest in peace, KeViNSaMueLs. Moment of silence. We know that it's official now, unfortunately. And obviously I got put up on that song by him, you know what I mean? So that's why I had to let that rock. Sit the fuck down with all them bullshit lies y'all talking about out there, you know what I mean? Y'all know how we do. Yes. Yes, 2 times. I know the vibes though. She like, ooh la la. They go, ooh la la. They like, ooh la la. We go, ooh la la. On a Saturday, like, ooh la la. She go, ooh la la. Like, ooh la la. Looking for M's like I lost a friend. Hop up out the bed like, where's the bread? What it do, people? You're now tuned in. POPAVIST. POPAVIST TV. We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic, that feeling. Back up in here one more again. So if it's your first time, then the question definitely is, where you been? Over here on this side, we deal with sports, hip hop, entertainment, interviews sometimes, Popavisms 101, and motivation. If that sound like something you can rock with, then before you exit and usher to the left, that means hit stage left, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, smash that notification bell so when I upload the videos, you get alerted. You get alerted when I upload the videos. And if it's not your first time and you've been rocking with the channel, appreciate you. Good looking. But you know how I do. You know how I plainly start the show. Tony, there was no other way. We in the end game now. It's warm enough now. We in the end game. And we in the end game because, last time I was on here, unfortunately, I was going to see Doctor Strange 2, Madness of the Multiverse of Madness. And the movie was fire. Like, I ain't even going to hold you. It was definitely fire. I don't know if it's a top Marvel movie, but it definitely was fire. And the movie been out enough days now for me to give my little quick take on it before we get to the real stuff. One of them, I didn't like how Wanda just handled the Illuminati. Like, she handled them. And, I was excited to see Professor X. I was excited to see Mr. Fantastic, even though he turned out to not be so fantastic. And the movie had a lot of good graphics. It was kind of like a fake horror Marvel type of movie. And, thus you see the background. Hulk smash, Thanos, you know what I mean? Tony Starks, shit like that. That's how I pass time sometimes when I don't read, I'm in the gym, you know what I mean? little stuff I like to do outside of, you know, my little hobbies and shit. That's one of them. But you know, plus I come up on the comic book era, X-Men and all that. The graphics was really good. The fight scenes was phenomenal. The plot was really, really good. My only nitpick, if I had to nitpick about anything, would be, you know, like I said, how she just handled the Illuminati, and then also, the wars going on outside. No man is safe from. No woman is safe from either. And the battles of the sexes was just saying like it keep going on and on and on and on, like Erica Badu, on and on and on and on. Like it just keeps going on. In the movie, in the comments, when I was reading like other people reactions and shit, somebody had pointed out like, yeah, you know, notice she killed the two dudes off immediately. Like, I mean, spoiler alert, if you ain't see the movie yet, then you probably want to fast forward. You know what I mean? But she killed, you know, Lightning Bolt, well, I think that's his name, and Mr. Fantastic, like, instantly. And although she's powerful enough, if you've seen Avengers Endgame, Tony, there was no other way. You see when she was ripping Thanos apart, about to rip him a new one, he was like, rain, fire, like, get this bitch off me. You know what I mean? You see how powerful she was even before she became the Scarlet Witch. So I'm not really shocked and amazed when you put the beat on that she was able to defeat them like that. But it's like they didn't really take her serious. And then obviously you had Captain Marvel and you had Captain Carter. You know what I mean? They lasted a little longer. So it was like she took the dudes out 1, 2, 3. You know what I mean? Mike Tyson, the battle is over in the first round and you're out of here. So I just thought that part was a little like I would have liked to see a little more fight, you know, a little more from the opposition, so to speak. But that's my take on the movie. I mean, I could have went more, but this not really what that was for. But that's the last time I was on here, and obviously that's the night that you know, people was coming out allegedly, maybe kind of sort of saying, but now it's been confirmed that, you know, none other than the self-proclaimed Godfather of YouTube, that is, you know what I mean, which is KeViNSaMueLs in the black YouTube, and not even black YouTube. Actually that's a disservice because his message and his channel, obviously over 1 million, you know, 0.5 followers, you know, 1.5, like the purple tape, 1.5, say no names, serial number scratched off, say yes or no. Like, you know what I mean, on Instagram and on YouTube. So I shouldn't have said it just on the black sector of YouTube, because the message is vibrating throughout, you know, throughout. But with that being said, it's been confirmed. You know what I mean? Unfortunately and sadly. And since Thursday night, since I went to the movie, since I last did a show and I gave my little spiel on it, you know, I was like I said, when I found out, it was still kind of like allegedly, kind of, sort of, maybe. And so now that we know, that's why I played the music and shit in the beginning. I mean, that song is dope. Never didn't hear it, you know, didn't know about the artist and didn't really know about the song till watching this channel. And in the beginning, I always wondered, but thanks to Shazam, one day I was like, let me just Shazam this shit and see who it is. And then you know what I mean, like, oh, you know what I mean, Good Lies. And it's a dope song, you know what I mean? But with that being said, you know, rest in peace, you know what I mean? May Allah have mercy, you know what I mean, on him and all of us, because we all going to go where he's at, you know what I mean? That's number one, death first. Then when you transition, then it's not it after that. You know what I mean? That's my belief. Whatever you believe, I'm not gonna knock you. If you coming back as a giraffe or you gonna come back as a butterfly, whatever your beliefs is, you're just gonna go to dirt, you're gonna go to dirt. I believe there will be judgment day, like Mordo and Doctor Strange. Judgment always comes, and the bill always comes due. So now that we know it's official, let's talk about some of the stuff that has transpired since afterwards. And that's why I put the title like the MaraThoN continues. Remember when Nipsey Hussle, you know what I mean? Like when he passed away, unfortunately, or not, when he was actually murdered. You know what I mean? KeViNSaMueLs actually passed away through cardiac arrest. So they saying initially. But it's a lot of slander. And you know, when I first came on the channel, it was like, maybe is this true? You know, woo, We've seen a lot of people that was happy and celebrating, and I wasn't triggered by that. And I don't think, you know, people that rock with his channel or agree with his content, because that's what it's really boiling down to now. Like, the gun line is here, people is on one side, and it's a civil war. Like, I mean, you got Tony Starks and them on one side, and you got, you know what I mean, the Black Panther and them on the other side, and it's like, listen, you rocking with them or you're not. I'm not a defender, I'll say, like with most stuff, you know what I mean, because fortunately, I always question things. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna say I'm the most critical thinker because I'm probably not, and I'm not the most educated, which I know. But I don't always just go because it's sounding good and rocking with it. So I agree with some stuff and I disagree with some stuff. One of them being has no set format for the show. I do what I want over here. One of the things that I disagree with is like not him asking the dress size. I actually thought that was funny. Dress size, you know what I mean? Rate yourself fresh out the shower, you know what I mean? That's the entertainment part. But when it was coming to oh, but you black, which I am, even though I'm a light skinned. I don't think that really like subscribes to us, even though being unhealthy is unhealthy. But some black women wear it well, dare I say, and a lot of men like that, and I'm one of them. And that's you. I like you know what I mean? Now, obviously, too much can be too much, and we see women jumping out the window to the wall to try to look like other women, and thus the BBL craze and flying to DR and Mexico and all these foreign places. Even though America's, dare I say, is we one of the best countries, and definitely if you're an American citizen, I just never understood why buy cheap with your body and your health and play that chance. And I am a gambler. Yeah, that's what the channel is about: sports, hip hop. But when I say sports, it's really about gambling because I am a gambling man, and that's your money, son. So I just never understood, like you know what I mean. If you got it, then spend your money. If you don't have it, wait till you get it. Why go, you know what I mean, and play dice with your life in a foreign land, out of state, no medical care, no, you know what I mean, no insurance out there. Laws are different. Things operate different. But back to the weight. So I disagree with that. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you could be a little, when he be like your size and dress weight. For some women, they do wear it well. So I never subscribe to that. But anyway, it's a line drawn in the sand, and I wasn't shocked and amazed about the happiness, and I think that's being blown out of proportion a little bit as well. You know what I mean? Twitter's just a fucked up place. Let's just call it what it is. That's why I always plainly say Black Twitter is the gift that keeps giving. And if you're on Twitter, then you know what I'm talking about. It could be random topics, and some of them we're going to talk about tonight. It's not going to just be, KeViNSaMueLs, again, rest in peace to the self-proclaimed Godfather. But I want to talk about it in the sense of the smearing and lying. Now, if I was a person that never seen his content, you might could be swayed. And a lot of the channels that I've, been running on and looking in the comments, and what's going to come after that? Have you been rocking with the channel? Right. I be running through these YouTube streets, running across these social media platforms, and they should have never let me. Like, yo, I'm here now, and I'm not going nowhere. So being on these and I found a few more new channels that I haven't previously followed. One of them, I believe, is Tony Gregg, and I think he's like a Christian minister. And he has something to say about Kevin. I like his his approach, or his perspective, I should say, on Kevin, his legacy, stuff he agreed with. Obviously, he was very gracious, you know what I mean, to say the least, and I like that. But the smearing campaign, and he was white lines, and white lines running through my head, that part. And his mom's condolences again to her. May they be covered with positive energy in this grievous time, obviously, for her as an elderly woman now, and his daughter, you know what I mean? But she said she found out on social media. And I can just imagine, just happen to you hearing stuff, and her son is a big fucking deal. Let's keep it a buck. You know what I mean? Bigger than a lot of some of y'all out there who hating and taking little shots. And what Lloyd Banks said, your little jab to the Jordan be the claim to fame. Like, you know what I mean? Your arms is too short to box with God. And niggas got, you know what I mean? Niggas got short arms and deep pockets. Like, stingy. You make it make sense. You know what I mean? And, get your little giggles and shit out. So I said, I wasn't triggered, and I wasn't shocked and amazed because, again, in the video that I did, on Thursday night, it's sites dedicated to hating Jesus. People actually really hated Jesus, dubbed the Son of God, even though I don't believe he's the Son of God. God doesn't have any children, doesn't have any kids. He stands alone, and he stands by himself, and, he is the one. Other than that, you could be a messenger, you could be a prophet. You know what I mean? You can have a station in that category, but not no son or no daughters. That's just my belief, though. But people hated him. hated him so much that they wanted him dead. Like niggas wanted to kill him, and people think that they did kill him. So to hear people joyous and celebrating, and you know what I mean, and this Mother's Day weekend, which I don't celebrate. If you know and you rock with the channel, you know, lead on the bat line. Like I don't celebrate that. You know what I mean? I know that's a fact. I don't celebrate. You know what I mean? Mother's Day, and shout out to my moms. I love you, ma. On every day. You know what I mean? Cinco de Mayo, like you know what I mean. That's always was like got like a Latin vibe and like you know what I mean. Oh, yeah, baby, come on, baby. And it's like, you know what I mean? It got that vibe that he passed on at this time. And a lot of people saying he died alone. Actually, you know, which is one of the things that he said. And when you first hear it, it stung. And I want to say this, right? In the real life, when you turn the TV off, you turn the, you know, POPAVIST TV off, and you get off the internet, when you're just having your regular conversations in the barbershop with your friends, with your brothers and sisters, you know, with the people you normally talk with and rock with. Are you one of those people that pussyfoot around things, or are you one of those people that, you know, say what it is? But be respectful, because I get that part too. You can get your point across and be respectful. So again, although I may agree with some of the stuff he said, some episodes that I've seen on the ones that I did watch, it's like, oh, you ain't gotta go that hard, bro. Like you ain't gotta, you know what I mean? Or sometimes people like he got a lot of patience, which I thought he had. But a lot of other times, depending on the call, I would say, can you let her finish, make a point? You know what I mean? So it goes both ways. But again, not shocked and amazed. Some people is joyous. It's just the smear campaign. It's like he was using coke and, you know what I mean, buying prostitutes. I don't know if she was a prostitute or not. I don't think people really know yet. Obviously, when you look at Instagram, because if you look at her page, and this is what I was talking about in the last video. That's why this topic is vast, and I don't know how long I'm gonna go tonight, because I got time tonight. You know what I mean? I got time. I just did a video when what's her name? Pam. You know what I mean, from Martin, when she came out and said, you know, emasculation and all, and if you missed it, then cool. Did a whole video on about a good 20 minutes of women tearing each other down, and this is what I mean by that, right? Because the few channels that I was watching, some of them is of the pink pill, and you know they all women and fuck men and fuck niggas get money, and I get it. Niggas is like fuck bitches get money as well. So you know how Jay-Z said, nobody wins when the family feuds. Like we do need each other, but ultimately when you break the argument down, like on one of his shows, he said we was to go our separate ways, hypothetically, who gonna last longer? And yeah, it's probably gonna be a man. And I'm not saying that just because I'm a man and being biased. I'm saying, you know, biologically, you know, the makeup of us, how we think, how we're wired, we probably gonna last longer. We probably gonna survive longer because we built different. And there's nothing wrong with that. But with that being said, a lot of the channels, you know what I mean? Was like, yeah, he died without love. He died with a prostitute. And she's saying she was a nurse, which is also another side eye for me, because I'm saying I do remember an episode where he was like military women and nurses, and you know I got people in the medical field, you know, or working in hospitals or certain type of, you know, dealing with the mentally challenged and that type of field. Like they got a lot of masculine energy. It's a lot of pushback, you know what I mean? Not a lot of submissiveness, and that's he has a point to a degree with that, you know what I mean? But with that being said, I said, so damn. So, you know, any little thing that you do when you come on, like you're a Muslim, a Christian, sleeping with the jinn, you know what I mean? And any little thing you say you are, so when you deviate from that a little bit and show that you're human and that you fall subject to error as well and being tempted by the devil, if you will, people point it out. They quick to point it out. Hypocrite. Oh, he wasn't living by what he was saying and how high value and this and that. And I'm like, damn, I didn't watch all his shows, but I do recall him saying that every once in a while you got a couple dollars and being how it's all for sale. Like the buns, that is, the box is all for sale. And I'm fully versed in these things. It's not something that I heard my man telling me I'm living through somebody. Oh no, I'm fully versed and well experienced in this category. It is what it is. Full transparency, right. That means I can see you if you're not hiding, and you definitely can see me because my page is open. Like when you hit the link below and you go to my Insta, all that shit is open. Come on in, you know what I mean? Just be respectful. Fully well versed. But the hypocrisy is, this is the point that I'm making. because one of the channels that I seen, they was going through her Instagram and showing her pictures. She's she's a thick, voluptuous, and she got cake for days. She does. And I like women with fat asses. That's why Kanye like, if she got that ass, I got to look. Sorry. And it must be because I'm seasoned haters giving me, you know what I mean? Lorries. She got bun. She got cake. She don't look like a nurse, a lot of the ladies were saying. So they just deeming her a prostitute. But I say, damn. When you scroll to TikTok, which I'm not on yet, but we're going to talk about. When you scroll on Instagram and you scroll on most of these modern women profiles, what do you see? You see the same shit. Yet they don't know her from a can of paint. They don't know for sure. And again, I don't know either. It could be right on her link, but I'm not following her, so I don't know. But I just think it's crazy how people jump out the window like, yeah, she was a prostitute. And then let's say that she was. He wasn't against prostitution. In fact, he said a couple of the business meetings and all that, you can't even take certain type of women. You gotta get a, you know what I mean, a high class escort, so to speak, to walk through. And even some of the bosses and the people in the big offices be like, yeah, I was well last week. I seen all the secret arrangements or whatever it is. This is the era that we've been living in. We've been living in. And again, I'm well fully versed where I can say I'm in Brooklyn, Bensonhurst, doing the 1-2. And you don't stop. A 1-2, a 1-2. I'm bored, done what I'm doing. Let me just scroll on one of these joints and see what's out here in Bensonhurst. You can be in Africa. You can be in North Carolina. You can be in the South Bronx. I'm talking about the profiles was endless. Like the multiverse, like what Chavez said in the movie, Dr. Strange asked, he said, let me ask you something. How many multiverses, how many universes have you been to so far? And she said 73. Like you can time 73 by like 10, 20, 30. And that's how many profiles it was. Jersey City, all over Queens, Long Island, Hempstead. And you'd be surprised, your sister, your aunt, you know what I mean? Your little cousins, your little nieces, everybody's on here. And it just switched from the back page and all these other sites, and now it's fans only. So when it's convenient, you're looking down upon that. When it's not convenient, it's like, oh, you shaming the sex workers and you shaming us, and it's my choice, it's my box. I can sell it if I want to, and you can because that's you. So I don't care either way. I'm just saying I find it quite hypocritical, which again, sometimes we all fall short. That right away, he was with a prostitute, so he died alone, or he died without love. And the thing is, Charleston White, shout out to Charleston White, because he is another one who says things for views, if you ask me, although it's true from what he says. And the thing is, who's putting sugar on shit and saying it's a shit cake? I mean, it's a sugar shit cake. Nobody gonna believe that. Even with sugar on top of it, once the smell come and permeate from the shit, it's like, oh, this is a shit sandwich. You can't sell me on this being anything from Subways. It's a shit sandwich. It's bullshit. So the point is, some stuff is said with comedy. It is an element to entertainment. And that's why most people was tuning in. It's like, you get used to it. But this is why I put the what if. After that average at best video, which I seen, you know what I mean, in real time, I believe. Or maybe I seen the video after, I don't know. Long ago. What if after that popularity and the joke of his fans and followers or subscribers, if he would have just put it back on men, right? Put it strictly back on men, because he was doing that prior. Then he started talking to women, and obviously women are the big consumers, because y'all don't know what to do with your money. Quite frankly, a lot of y'all don't. I'm not saying I'm a guru, but the statistics are, we just taking our feelings out of it, because what? Men lie, women lie, but the numbers don't. Statistics show that women buy everything, and even though overall, but you're black, the black community, we are the biggest consumers of especially bullshit. With inside of that dynamic, it's mostly women, and a lot of it's spent on beauty. But you a dime, right? Right, I got you. A lot of y'all dimes, and I fuck with it. It is what it is. You are who you want to be. Until somebody knows you, come in the room and say, oh, didn't I go to high school with you? You used to be prom queen. Now you look like prom queens, like, you know what I mean? And I'm being funny, but I'm not. They spend the most money. So he hit to something. He's obviously was a good marketer. So you can see where he said, oh shit, I'm on to something. And I'm not saying he said that out loud or I seen the exact flashlight bulb in his mind, but you could tell from that video on and the format, etc. But when I looked at it, like, yeah, I'm not shocked and amazed, and I'm not naive that some men, whether they broken, whether they need help or not, tune thing just to see, you know what I mean, sister get torn out. I'm not shocked and amazed at that, and I'm not foolish to say, oh no, some people probably did go on and do that. And then some people came for the comedy. And I'm sure women came to see other women too, like, who gonna be the victim tonight to call up? But when you, the thing is, another thing that I've seen, and I think it's accurate, somebody pointed it out. And I spoke about this in the last video, but I didn't equate it to this. And I just was like, if nothing else, whether you agree or disagree, if you're in this line of business or you're thinking about being an influencer or you want to make money off online, you know, and capitalize off your intellectual properties and your likeness, you got to respect the fact that he was a workaholic, probably too much. You know what I mean? Maybe that's why he had to drink a lot of Red Bulls to stay up and keep that stamina up. But I'm only saying that to say his work ethic is probably unmatched. Him and the other, and O'Shea is the two people I named. Video, 5, 6 videos a day. That's very hard when you edit, and even if you're paying people. The point is this: it's entertainment. And when you watch some of those people call up, the women that is, you can see a lot of them was trolling. Even Nicki Minaj said that, like, yeah, I know some of the women came with with a certain type of energy and attitude, and you just really matched it. But this is what I wanted to say. KeViNSaMueLs was like the Tupac of YouTube for his short time after that video, in my opinion. And when you look at the movie, who 50 Cent was like, it was a bio, and they have to be in the films, taking a little shot at, you know, the movie, not the life of Pop. But his work ethic was the same too. When you're watching the movie, you see he didn't even want the songs edited, and he just wanted to do the song. Then when he leave and finish all his songs, then the editors and the engineers could work all their magic and do all that shit. He just wanted to get the music out. And you can say the same thing for Kevin. He got so much footage. It's like, I'm surprised when people like, I never really watched them and I just heard clips, or only when a coworker came to me, and you could really tell that they capping and they lying. You know what I mean? And even Nikki, she like, I never really watched. You know what I mean? I only seen a little small clip, but the proof is in the pudding. All you gotta do is go. And my point is, you seen women calling up line. I didn't watch the show, with the shows that I catch. Women call up, they married, then do the questioning. It wasn't all just putting them down. You can see he was a master at reading through the bullshit. You don't have women come up there that said they was married, and then when he finished questioning them, they done lied, and now they wasn't married. And they was, you know, how many times they got engaged. They give all these different examples, and he just was calling it out. So again, although some of it might be brutal, was it like the polite dude possibly getting caught in the hotel, maybe with a young minor, you know what I mean, or doing some foul shit to a child? You know what I mean? I'm gonna speak about some child shit in a minute. I just wanted to talk about Kevin a little bit more in the sense of, this is a video I seen today, right? O'Shea put it up. Because, you know, like when one person goes down, niggas do want your spot. Whether they smile in your face or not, they rooting and all that. But people want, you know, the root of all evil is money or not having it. You know what I mean? That's one of my beliefs. Biden just gave away, what, $33 billion to Ukraine to help them fight a war that's still going on. We could use that money here for a lot of different things. But it's like you going so hard, right? To discredit when the proof was just really in the pudding, and you could just watch it and see for yourself. You know what I mean? Where women is calling up, capping, they getting engaged, and they not engaged, then they want this, they want that. And the point is, when we people wanted to see, like, he got caught with a woman, right? So people was trying to say she was a trans, and a lot of women was saying this. So that's why I said with the LGBT community, it's like it's weaponized, because women, not men, especially not heterosexual men, we don't weaponize it. You give your opinion and you say, listen, I don't rock with it as a human, as a man, as a woman, or whatever you in your head think you want to be. I'm gonna respect you in daily life. I see you at the supermarket, you on the airport, I'm gonna hold the door for you, you got kids with you. I'm not going out my way to hold my nose up at you, even though I'm not naive that some people probably do that. So I'm not naive, but I'm not one of them. Respect should go universal till you prove that you're unworthy of respect or you be disrespectful. Then that's when you wake up and you choose violence. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. I'm not going out my way, but I let my stance be known. I think women, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, fellas, women, whoever's watching, whoever on the back line, You can correct me if I'm wrong when I say y'all weaponize it. You use it to your advantage, and this is what I mean, right? They was calling them gay and all this bi, and bi is gay to me, because once you do anything that's cross the line, that means you're gay to me. But you know, it's categories, so you gotta say, nah, I mean, it's just like both. No, in my book, that just means you're gay. But they was trying to say that no proof came out yet, still waiting. So when they found out it's a woman, now she's not a black woman, now she's 32, but if he was 53, and the age range I found strange too, that if he was in 69, we can count, that's not 57. Still was much younger than him. So that was true. He wanted a younger woman, even though she's 32 or 33, still young, according to his age. But now she wasn't black, right? Then she was thick, which I like thick women. Then it was she's a fans only. And then, you know, people was saying she was a trans, and it's like, women were saying all these things. It's like, because y'all need to find something to hold on to help make you prove your argument. And it's like, all right, he paid for buns. A lot of niggas paid for buns. In fact, Charleston White was like, you know, he shared the sentiment of he want to go out like that. And a lot of men would love to go out like that. And maybe not with a prostitute, if that's what she was. Fans only, sex worker. So are we shunning sex workers, or are we bigging them up? Because the women I heard talking about it was talking down to it. They was on their high horse looking down. And that's cool if you looking down on it, but I don't want to hear you next week bigging it up. You know what I mean? And the thing is, you can flip-flop all you want, but you know, we see right through you. You know what I mean? Like we can see right through you like a mirror. You know what I mean? Like a reverse mirror. So you're not fooling nobody. And you can fool some of the people some of the time. And the thing is, you fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on you. You know what I mean? Fool me 3 times, fuck the peace sign, load the choppers, let it rain on you. You can't have it both ways. The same with the sexuality. Like, you gay, but your best friend is gay. You know what I mean? Like, the lady on the show, they was talking about, everybody's talking about Kevin. Like, everybody's talking about the good old day. Let's talk about the good old day. And everybody's talking about KeViNSaMueLs, and the marathon will continue. I don't think it's going nowhere. Honestly, I think every day, just like when he was here, you're going to see people using his videos, recycling his videos, giving his talking points, and it's not going nowhere. So get used to it. But the point is, heterosexual women on the show with the 2 gay dudes, the dark-skinned one and the light-skinned one. And you can see, you know, when they was giving their opinion and their thoughts on it, the dark-skinned dude was, you know, he was real tight and ugly in the face, right? Like, you could tell he was happy but not want to be respectful. And then in the 6-minute mark, you know what he said? Yeah, he was, you know, I agree with a lot of the stuff that he was saying, and, you know, the stuff he was saying, because women are just like, I'll be damned. In the beginning, you got the sad face, sticker face, sourpuss face. But then in the 6-minute mark, you're like, nah, I really agree, but I just didn't really like how he was saying it. Because to be honest and to do it, you know, viciously is brutality or some dumb shit he said. And I'm like, you can't make this up. So again, the heterosexual women, y'all want to talk down and make, you know, and shame men or DL men, like, what's the dude, Benzino, you know what I mean? Talk bad about him, right, for hiding his sexuality, if it's true. With the Shauna chick, Shauna dude. But then you know what I mean? Y'all homophobes and y'all trainophobes, and you talking bad about my cousin and my nephew. And again, I got people that's in that community in my family, and I love them. I just don't agree with it. Doesn't make me a bad person. Doesn't make them a bad person. But I'm not flipping, flopping. It's like not one week I'm smoking with you, we drinking, and I'm acting cool, and then the next week I'm like, nah, I don't agree with you, so you can't come in my house. You can't eat my food. You know what I mean? You can't get shelter. You can't get my help. You can't get my advice in life, you know, situations. I'm still going to give that to you. I just don't like that part. And it's very hypocritical, I'm fucking the word up. It's very, you know what I mean? You playing both sides of the fence. And it's like, who needs that? Just be one way. Now let's get to some other stuff, right? Because this is what I think. I'm speaking of O'Shea Duke Jackson. And, you know, obviously, power to that brother because, you know, that's one of the channels I went to because you know the brother, you know what I mean? And I'm like, is it true? And I was trying to find out, like a lot of y'all, was it confirmed or not? So, you know, he taking it hard like a lot of the people that know him on a personal level. I never met the man, never talked to the man. He was like, you know, in the video, you know, now that he's gone, who's gonna take up the mantle? You know what I mean? Who's gonna be the kid with the juice? And he was being funny, like some people were saying he got the juice. And obviously he was in, you know, the Manosphere before KeViNSaMueLs. He actually, you got to give him credit for actually bringing KeViNSaMueLs to the forefront and helping him out and not overlooking him. I don't think nobody going to take his spot, but like he said, he going to do all he can do to keep the train rolling. And I'll bring it to what I said about the gangs and shit and the youth out here killing each other, going ham, doing the most fuck shit because their parents is letting them do it. Before you be a leader of men, before you can lead women and you're leading women and you organizing and mobilizing the people and all that, and I'm Malcolm X and I'm being funny but I'm not, you got to do that shit in your house. So once you log off and you finish editing and you think you some, Oprah Winfrey or Dr. Phil on your show, and if you tuning in, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button to my show, POPAVIST TV. We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic, that feeling. That's what we bring over here. The real. You can talk all that shit all you want, but once you walk outside, are you respected as a man in your own house? Are you leading from the front in your own house? Is women disrespecting you, playing you? Are you a sugar daddy? Or like, how you living in your own life? Are you working on yourself? Are you looking at the critical areas that, may be stopping you from getting to the next level? Now, when you say yes to these questions, and it might be a lot more than the ones I just posed, then that's when you're doing what you need to do. Because you can't tell me that if you're a father of a 14, 13-year-old boy, 15-year-old boy, and y'all know that people that have been rocking with the channel, I don't have no kids biologically, but I help raise some boys at that. And they turn out to be pretty damn good, even though, I have a checkered past being in prison. I'm not an angel. I'm making my duty to make sure that they don't make the mistakes that I made and that I can give them every possible tool in the toolbox to help them succeed. And even when I say, oh, that's not my expertise, go here or look at this video or read this book, watch this documentary, and then we could talk about it and try to guide them to be men, because only men can help boys be men. Those are the facts. You can like it or you can dislike it. Single mothers. Mother's Day is tomorrow. And happy Mother's Day to those that celebrate. I don't celebrate none of them holidays. If you are a father, like I said, if you're not playing the fiery role, like Boys in the Hood, and you're not, sniffing around your son when he asked him if he was cutting hair, for those that missed that video or you don't remember the part in the movie when he was cutting his hair, and he started feeling himself a little bit, and he was smelling them like, I smell, like, is you fucking? Like, is you fucking? Is you boning? Because I don't want no babies running around here. I don't want to be no granddaddy and you going to finish high school and you going to go to college. If you're not doing that, then you're doing your child a disservice. If you don't know if your child is in the gangs and he's possibly carrying a weapon, possibly fucking and not getting good grades, and you're not showing up to no PAT meetings, you're not going to school, you're just leaving it all on the teachers. And a lot of parents do this, a lot. Because they busy watching Love and Hip Hop, they watching The Real House of Atlanta, they bullshitting around, their father's the weed man or their father locked up, Pookies and Ray Rays. I know wild parents, and that's why you could, not all, because the women that I know and some of them that's teachers or they take education, more serious than others, they'll be mad if I classify everybody as that. Some kids is at 3, they know their ABC, they teaching them different. But for the most part, I'll say that, a vast majority, we don't take education as seriously as we take rap and the hood culture. We don't. So again, you'll send your kid to school, your kid will come home and do homework, and I've been a victim of this because I haven't been to school in that long, and I know my ABCs and I got my GED up north. I'm not college educated. I'm not stupid, but I'm not college educated, and I can't be the most articulate, and I'm not going to try to be Professor X. But it's times in homework. Your son is in the 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade. Like, damn, I ain't do this math in mad long. And you got to Google some shit like, damn, how you do this shit again? And then for some people, it just flows right away. But my point being, whether you know how to do it or not, are you getting your kids to help? Because once you send them to school, you expect the teacher to do everything. And your kids come home with bad grades. I done been to a lot of PAT meetings, a lot of parent, teacher meetings. That's what that means. Association. And you got parents coming in, especially the women. And I'm not picking on you. It's just the real. I'm not going to sugarcoat it over here on this channel either. So whatever little trinklers come over, I'm not sugarcoating it either. May be a little more mindful and respectful because I don't want to, hurt your feelings. But I'm going to keep it a buck. I done been in there again with kids that's not mine. sitting in there, what's going on? Why is this like this? And what's going on? And parents come in, and my child got a woo woo woo, and you know what I mean? What y'all doing in here? And it's like, he only in school for 8 hours. That is a long time. But what are you doing at home? Are you sitting down with him, helping him with the stuff that he needs to help with? What are you doing at home? So again, to O'Shea's question, you know what I mean? O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again. You got to do it in your house first. You can listen to KeViNSaMueLs all you want. You can watch all his videos. But if you still playing the sucker role and not working on yourself, then you're going to get what you're going to get. You're going to fit the same delusion that he was telling certain women. And, he didn't tell all women that. And then the thing too, right? I seen another thing. Somebody was equating him to, what's the shit? Let me put this shit on, matter of fact, while we rock out. You know what I mean? Real quick and 10. Why not? I mean, let's spirit out a little. I mean, KeViNSaMueLs with this fly ass song, the good lies people be telling. But I seen the channel that was equating him to Mr. in The Color Purple. Now, The Color Purple was it's a fascinating movie. You know what I mean? And I seen it as a child. So, like a lot of things, when you see things as a child, you have a child's mind, you have a child mentality. That's why parental discretion is advised and certain things is rated R. You don't understand it, whether you watching it or not. You just don't comprehend it. That might be a little too loud. You don't comprehend it. So I seen it as a child, and you see, Whoopi Goldberg and her sister, and you feel sorry for them. I'm like, damn, this Mr. Dude is a bad dude. Like, you know what I mean? Just on top of her, you don't know what sex is, and like how she described it to the singing lady whose name I can't remember. She like, he just climb up on top of me, and he just do his business. And the lady, obviously, she was more loose, more experienced, I'll say. So she probably had an orgasm too. You know what I mean? Unlike DJ Envy wife. You know what I mean? Side note, little shot I'm being funny, but I'm not. Going 10 years without orgasm, yeah, you're right. You know what I mean? Somebody was doing something. But she was like, damn, you make it just sound like you're just going to the toilet on you. Like, you're supposed to enjoy it too. And, again, I seen it as a child, but I also watched it a few more times because it's an iconic movie. You had Oprah Winfrey in there, her big ass, and, she was loud, and she was, the stereotype of how they say black women are today. Loud, aggressive, you know what I mean? Disrespectful to her man, and you told Harpo to beat me. But I'm only pointing this out, not to give a whole rundown of the movie, but he did have his character was depicted in a bad light. That's Mr. That is. He went and brought gave the father something for her, even though he wanted the other daughter, and then the sister ended up coming anyway, you know what I mean? And he didn't like, I think he tried to R her, you know what I mean? We'll be raking you, and you're gonna get the Civic with the rims, gonna be clean though. And they go to rake your records. So she bounced and she ended up going to Africa. At the end of the movie, even though he was a scumbag, we call it what it is, he didn't end like that. He kept the letters from her, but he did send the money and brought her family back. So it was like, people will point out all of the bad shit. It's just like I was telling y'all, if you didn't see the documentary yet, the social media dilemma with the young girl, because it's showing how social media is affecting women, especially little girls, in a negative effect way more than it is men. And she had big ears. And she put up a post of a picture, and she had a lot of likes and stuff. And then that one post, if somebody put the elephant emoji, and then all day she was worrying about her ears. People point out all of the, you focus more on the negative than the positive. And I'm saying that to say, although he, tried to do what he did, it was foul, kept the letters from us, he was foul. He didn't die like that. He changed a little bit. It's like same people that we be cheering, your man commit murder, and you saying free all the bros. But then they come home and now they Malcolm X. Because remember, Malcolm X was Detroit Red first. He was Detroit Red first. He didn't come out the womb talking about, we going to overcome and we should unite. And the white man is castrating the black man. And the only way the black man knows how to strike out is to lash out. Like, he didn't come out saying that. He had to go through some trials and tribulations. So how you start is not how you finish. I just wanted to play that song. How you start is not how you finish. And at the end, he probably recognized, damn, I was bad. Or I was bad to her. And how she pointed the knife at him at the table one of the, the highlights of the movie, and she like, until you do right by me, nothing good gonna come to you. And he was like, nah, I mean, because she found that strength to lash back out. Like, all these years you've been clowning me. Now I mean, ready to cut you. And I forget whoever grabbed it. She was like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. And then, she left him, and it showed he was doing bad without her. You know what I mean? And then he had to change her heart. So I'm only saying that to say, when you watch KeViNSaMueLs, for the people we ain't never watched, we only watched the clip. All these motherfuckers never watched this shit, but they got something to say. From that average at best, he wasn't like that no more. He been off that wave. And he actually even said in one of his videos, like, that was 2021. 2022, we elevating, we self-healing, and we moving on. So why y'all still holding on to shit that you said in 2021 when your baby father's a piece of shit and you still letting the nigga be? You still going and taking drugs to him state. You still, you know what I mean? Like, and I hate to bring up those examples, but it's true because it's hypocrisy in its finest. You know what I mean? Like, you go and point out the one shit you don't like. Well, fuck the people he helped get married. If he was telling the truth, fuck the people, fuck the women that's calling up saying, nah, you actually helped me get back together with my husband. Or I realized I probably was living, living in fantasy land. You know what I mean? And I needed to hear this. Or the young man saying, I've been watching you, I've seen your early videos, and now that make me want to do better. Fuck all that. We gonna just stick to the average at best and dress size. Fresh face, you know what I mean? Once you rate yourself fresh out the shower, no makeup, can't use 7. It was comedy, some of it, and it was entertainment. And then you think of Charleston White. He said why he add that humor, he just talk crazy. Because he like, if you try to talk to black folks like Farrakhan, and you try to talk like Malcolm X with no comedy, with no entertainment, and you think of all your favorite comedians, Bernie Mac, and I'm not scared of you motherfuckers, rest in peace Bernie Mac. You think of Chris Rock, who got the shit slapped out of him, right? He political views and, telling us between being rich and wealthy. They add jokes in there and they tell the truth. So you can laugh about it, and when you go home, you say, damn. You know what I mean? He was dead on, he was spot on with what he was saying. If he came out in that format, KeViNSaMueLs, he went and got to 1 million subscribers. People don't want to hear you just beating them over the head with the truth. And no jokes involved. Straight come on. You know how many times you see the people standing on the corner with the magazines and the bean pies, or somebody talking, or you go to an educational page, you see the educational posters. Niggas don't like that shit. Even when it comes to money and investment. And it's like the Wall Street Trapper. He should be millions. He should have 1 million followers. A lot of us is fake broke. We hood broke. You know what I mean? We got a couple of thousandaires. Like a lot of niggas walking around thousandaires. For what it's worth, I'm one myself, but my strength in the hood outruns my wealth. Like, you know what I mean? Jada reference. Why them channels is not bubbling and popping? But you know what is popping? Bitches shaking their ass. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. So it's like, yeah, imagine if KeViNSaMueLs would have said after that average at best, went straight back to just talking up to the men. Do you think it would have been a problem? Is it a problem that he died with a prostitute issue was? Because if you poll a lot of men would love to die in some buns. Preferably maybe their wife or their girl or their baby mama. Or some of them might say, yeah. It don't matter if she was a prostitute. Men don't, that's not a shaming tactic for men. Because women are selling it, men are buying it. Supply and demand. That's why so many sex workers out there now, so many fans only, and so much of this too. Let's talk about this, because all that smoke, and I'm not wearing my smoke hat tonight, that women had, the celebrating and all that, you need to be focusing on what I'm about to show you. Because when I seen this shit got me mad, and I don't even got daughters. But I know men that do, and I know when I talk to them, how strong and passionate that they have to go back and forth with their modernized thinking woman on what's acceptable and what's not, because it's my body and nobody can tell me what to do, and they just expressing themselves. They don't know what sexuality is, the little ones, and you corrupting them. And no, men are trying to protect them because y'all claim y'all the most unprotected. Let me show you this. First, let me say this before I go to the video. The shit women be wearing. The the beads, the little sexual beads. I call them sexual beads. They look like, I don't got mine on tonight, but they like thicker beads, or they like little thin beads. And even in the gym, I guess they don't take them off. When you wash, you don't take them off. I don't know the rules to them shits, but I know when I be in the gym, like in beans, in stretch, keep it going to the beans. you know, when they got their little yoga outfits on and their little club stripper outfits, because some of them is just stripper outfits. Let's just keep it a buck. They have these beads on, and more than one, and you can see them and shit. But my question is this, ladies, because I already know what the men gonna say, because I just was talking to one. What is the appropriate age for your daughters? Ladies, like Kevin said, no men tonight. I'm not taking no men calls. Only the ladies. You got a disagreement? This is a smoke show. What age is appropriate for your daughters to wear those beads? And if you say, well, I'll let them wear them in the house, but not outside. Or if it doesn't matter inside or outside. What is the appropriate age? If you watching, put it, drop the number. Because I'm all ears. And then we're going to get to this. Because if women had some of the smoke that they had for KeViNSaMueLs over the weekend for certain topics, we would probably be much better off. And I found this shit on self-talk page. Y'all know I'll be running through these YouTube streets, running across these social media platforms, and they should have never let me in. And although I'm what they call it, struggle streaming, when they catch up, they'll say, "Oh no, I get where he's coming from. I fucks with his channel." So this is a video, this is a clip, I guess it's a trending topic on TikTok. Not a trending topic, it's a challenge on TikTok. And I seen it on self-talk page.
Just got an email a few days ago about my TikTok page. Like, they basically is on the verge of
Let me turn this up a
my
little bit.
TikTok page, and you know, I don't post like nothing crazy, nothing violent, nothing sexual, nothing like none of the shit that you see on TikTok. So, you know, it raised.
So it look like a young girl, right?
These damn demon apps, man.
You can't hear the song yet, but the song is gonna come. We're gonna fast forward to the song.
If y'all can, man, just please share this video as much as you can.
First of all, she's a young teenager. I'm assuming because this is what the video is
kids
about.
are doing this challenge, and
Voluptuous,
it's showing,
and it's a lot of freak pervert men out there. So this is she's just dancing to some people. However, let me pause this first. However you paint it, how you paint it, but like I was saying, because I'm a man. Like we men, ain't we? Right, we men, ain't we? And I've been up north with credos, you know what I mean? And I've been in the world with credos, and online, it's a bunch of weird fucking freak fuckers. It is. It just is what it is. And you don't know who's who because people are hiding. They don't have their page open like mine. So when you see something like, you know, a woman walking down the street, or in this case on the phone, you got to look real good and analyze. Oh, so that's a young girl. Like even when you walking, because some are more developed than others. And when they walking together, when you say, oh, you hear what they're saying, you see how they dress, like, oh no, those are young girls. You have to identify quick and then avert your eyes because parents let them come out with whatever they want to come out with. There's no limitation. There's no no, that's too grown for you. You know what I mean? Certain hairstyles and makeup and lashes and shit that they just shouldn't be doing. Like, be a little girl first. You got time to be a woman. There's no need to rush. There's no need to rush to get knocked up, to fall in love. And that's why I was so mad at Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union, but more at Dwayne Wade for his son, that, you know, what they doing at 14. I know what it's like to have a first heartbreak when you think you're in love, or you like a little young girl, but they don't like you and kids are cruel. That hurts you. It stays with you. Then you start to get emotionally scarred early. So there's no need to rush towards that. But she's probably the more voluptuous one out of the ones that I'm going to show y'all real quick. But when you see the age and you see the videos and you hear the song that they're talking to, you say, damn, I wonder why Kanye West, who says slavery is a choice, don't want Kim Kardashian putting his kids on TikTok. I wonder the fuck why.
For me, you know, especially how fast, like,
she dancing to the song, like I said, you can see. She look about 15, 16 to me.
TikTok,
I mean,
YouTube,
young girl.
Instantly, they flagged me for a video for hate speech, violence, graphic, and, you know, there don't really be nothing there. And I could highlight some of the videos they got flagged out. But, you know, I'm not going to upload them again, so.
And I'm not on
just to
TikTok.
avoid having this video not getting flagged out even faster than what it's probably about to be.
But pretty much, let me fast forward to
hopefully we can get
the other girls, and now I want you to hear the song that they doing the challenge to.
Underage girls, my messages from pedophiles trying to find out their location and information. So That's my time, y'all. Salute to y'all. I'm gonna play this video. It's just gonna be that sound bite, and then I got like text and images that's gonna be in the video. So I just want to say salute to y'all, man, and y'all have a good day. Make sure y'all share this video.
And look at these young girls.
Thumbs up is just gonna help push the video up to the algorithm.
And listen to the music that they dancing to and doing this challenge to. And you tell me if this shit is acceptable or
This is for
not.
fair use purposes, educational purposes, and news reporting. The video you're about to watch on self-publication channel is for fair
Yeah, shout outs to Self. Because this is the channel I got it from.
Why does everybody think we fly?
Because we did. Now come here. Stop running. Come here.
That sound like booty clapping sounds to me.
Because we did.
Why do they think we fucked? Look at this little young girl right here. Because we did. She watching her grown ass mother. But her father's clearly not around.
Because we did.
She looked about like 11, 12.
Stop running. Come here.
This shit is unacceptable. Shit is unacceptable.
Because we did. Now come here. Stop running. Come here.
That's the booty clapping sound. Stop running when she taking the dick.
Because we did. Now come here.
Can't even show that one. She probably looks so young. And it's an endless. Look at these two little young ones.
Now come here.
They just listening to hip hop music.
Stop running. Come here.
Oh yeah?
Because we did.
She still look like she in a car seat.
Stop running.
She's in a car seat. Are you fucking kidding me?
Because we did. Now come here.
I don't know who the artist is. I never heard the song before. Whole bunch of girls in this video.
Now come here. Stop running. Come here.
Niggas in the comments commenting, pervert, widows. Look at this young one.
Because we did.
Unbelievable. Look at niggas commenting.
Stop running. Because we did. Now come here.
She happy to be dancing. You know she watching somebody. Who's she watching? Another one lifting up her shirt. Shit is unacceptable.
Stop running. Come here.
But y'all know the point that I'm proving and the point that I'm trying to make. That's the point, the purpose of me showing this. And as he scrolls to show you on TikTok, it's endless videos of little girls and they black. Oh, but you're black.
Because we did.
Come on,
Come
man.
here. Stop running.
They just dancing, Lee. They just dancing.
Because we did. Now come here.
All right, enough with the dancing.
It's
unacceptable.
Don't forget to
It's unacceptable. It's totally unfucking acceptable. And it's unbelievable. But honestly, you know, as I say on the channel all the time, when you put the beat on, like Bismarck, rest in peace, I'm not shocked and I'm not amazed that this is going on. And I did another video. I did a video about the EB45 nigga or whatever, the big fat nigga. You know, when they did a sting operation on him, big YouTuber, supposed to be a comedian, and he was hitting up the young joint, and he wanted to smash, Hulk smash, you know what I mean? And the two white dudes set him up instead of whipping his ass. They called the cops, but I think he didn't get arrested because they did something illegal or whatever it was. I was saying this is the problem. Now women are baddies, bad bitches, boss bitches, street walkers, sexual workers, etc. Not all. You can't paint the brush with all. Y'all see them little young girls. Some don't probably know what they're doing. But come on. Come on. Where's the father at? If he's locked up, whose fault is that? It's probably his for doing what he did, but you know what I mean. Let's rewind it, like reverse it to Time Stone. Before you had the baby, before you laid down with some nigga that wasn't going to be there. Oh, by the way, he might have told you, I don't want to be a father. The old keep a nigga baby. And all women are not doing that. The thing is, the men that I talk to, the fathers that I know, some of them got to go back and forth with they baby moms or their wives or their girlfriends, you know what I mean? On what's acceptable and what's not acceptable. The thing is, most men don't have custody of their kids for whatever reason. Maybe they don't want them, maybe the whatever reason. But I know the men that I rock with, that I fuck with, they know this is unacceptable. They get mad when they see this like me. When we walking down the street, like, look at this little young girl, like, know what I mean? Got hair with weave and blonde hair and all that, and you 13, 14. Certain things should not be for teenage girls. Let them be a teenager for her. But the reason why I mentioned the baddies and these boss bitches, etc., ones that Cam was talking about, because they allow this. Their mindset is there's nothing wrong with this. They're doing it. They want to dress them up. They want to dress you like mommy. You know what I mean? That's why you see 40-year-olds in the clubs with their 20-year-olds. You know what I mean? And 39 with their 19-year-olds and their friends and their buddies. Because this shit is acceptable. And then, you know, when you hear, you know, the Nigerians get snatched up, you know what I mean? And get taken away, or, you know, women getting snatched up and kidnapped, and God knows what, you know what I mean, happens to them. We mad and men don't talk about it. Men don't protect us, and men, you gotta start with self first. Yeah, men supposed to do it, because you know the good book says the men are the maintainers and protectors of the women and children, and I truly believe that, and that's what I live by. But I do that in my house first. So if I have a child, a daughter, I know I probably would be so stern, and especially living in today's era, like no TikTok, no Instagram. You got to be 17 probably. Now, I mean, I know that sounds harsh, and today you restricting, but I know how humans are. I know how men are. And I know that, and now in the LGBT community where they reign supreme, dare I say, it's not just men. It's women too. Looking at your daughters and sizing them up. And, you know, I seen something on YouTube, you know, where a dude was saying that his child's in school, and, you know, one of her little friends came up to her and said, that she was a lesbian, not the one coming, but the one she was coming to, like, yeah, telling her she was a lesbian. And, you know, when she told her power, like, I'm a lesbian, like, don't even know what that means. She probably don't even know what it means, but yeah, you coming up to her, and this is the conversations that's taking place in these schools, in our communities, and kids is the real victims. They're the real ones that's unprotected. It's not black women. It's definitely not black men, because I don't feel like a victim. I don't play the victim role. I don't feel when I go out I'm going to get killed by police. Feel like, oh, if I, excuse me, if I look wrong at another black nigga, or I go on a juice bar, like I just told y'all the other day, go on a juice bar, a whole bunch of niggas, as soon as they turn around, it's the ice grill. Like, yo, peace, brothers. You got to be like, you know what I mean? Peace, king. You got to diffuse the tension, and it's like, for what? I'm light-skinned, but but you black. Why do we do that to each other? You know what I mean? Like, what's the engineering that did they do the engineering job so much on us that even past slavery for all these years we still looking at each other like we the enemy? And then you got Tupac, like, it's not them that's knocking us off, it's us that's knocking each other off. But the thing is, it's women looking at girls too, and we overlook that. We'll overlook that part. We'll just be like, men is pervs, men is this, men is that. And it's like, nah, women look at women too. You see a lot of women relationships. They just, you know what I mean? And then the thing is, you can jump from one host to another. Candace Parker, 1 minute you heterosexual, then the next you having a baby by a white joint. And I'm not judging you, I'm just saying, damn, like, jeez, it's rough out here. And until more information is given out, till more men step up, because we men, ain't we? Like, that's what I'm saying. I never, you know, whether YouTube or whatever, you know, whoever you following, or you getting your entertainment, or you getting your little, you know, getaway, I'll say, you know, your little distraction from your everyday life. You can't let, you know, people be your leaders, and you can't hold on to every word, even myself. Like, you know what I mean? I don't never want to be looked at as your leader. This is your leader? Because you may see me doing some shit I'm supposed to be doing. Even like, this nigga was talking, and we all human, and we all ordinary people trying to do extraordinary things, or trying to strive for greatness. And that's just some of us. Most of us is just average. We're content with being average. We have no desire to go above average, and we don't want to do the work. That's just keeping it a buck. Because anytime you start coming and you start holding the mirror up to somebody like, no, and that's you, and you need to do X, Y, and Z, it's, motherfuckers telling me how to live. I want to live how I want to live. I want to do what I want to do. I want to be a streetwalker. I want to do this. I want to, like, you know, people don't want to hear it. And then quick, they'll tell you to eat a dick. Fuck off. Fuck you. Fuck your life. I'm going to do what I want to do. when I want to do it, how I want to do it, and that's that. Camline, leave me alone. Let me just live my life. Woo. Just leave me alone. I said, leave me alone and let me just live my life. People honestly really just, they don't want to be critiqued. They don't want to be put under the microscope. They don't want that. They honestly want you to let them do whatever the fuck they want to do, even if they're, saying one thing and doing the other. And that's a big problem in the community for men and women, you know what I mean, as a whole. Oh, but you black. So I just thought that was, real interesting that we say one thing, you know what I mean? People had a lot of smoke for Kevin. I want to see this video. I went to the comments. Go to the comments here. I read some of the comments. Oh, and that's why I had highlighted this. I did want to read the comments. You know when one of these women had the nerve to say, shit is hilarious. And this is what KeViNSaMueLs is like, there's no accountability. Accountability is kryptonite. This is what one of the women, a lot of the women was like, oh, that's unacceptable. Thanks for bringing this to my attention. That's why I don't got TikTok. That's why I'm not on TikTok. One of the dudes is like, that's why I deleted my TikTok account, because this is the stuff that you see on there. But this is what one of the women had to say, and I had to answer her back. Oh yeah, when my channel get popping, this is one thing before I get to this too. For a lot of the people that leave comments and they wishing happiness in KeViNSaMueLs' death, or whatever it is, the thing that I like about YouTube is that whatever comments you make and whatever you say, it's a record of it. Like you say somebody make a comment, you can click on their icon, then you go to their page. Some of it's just a page, for YouTube, but it's no page like a channel, like POPAVIST TV. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, smash the notification bell. So when I upload the videos, you get alerted. It's just a mere fact so they can, subscribe and shit like that. But if they make comments and they're active on YouTube, you can see everything that they ever commented on and going back years. And I love that because it's a track record. So I'm saying that to say for people, happy and rejoicing or saying like distasteful shit, I say just shut the fuck up. Have several seats and just be quiet. Not to say you got to have sympathy, but if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. Just be quiet, because what energy you put out into the universe, it will come back to you like a circle. But this is what this lady said, right? She said, the Instagram app and the rest of those apps, the CEOs, whoever is at the very top of them apps, really do need to be held accountable. They need to be in prison for making kids porn. That's what they're doing. These kids is being attacked on every level. And I'm being funny, but I'm not. I just want y'all to hear. I don't, like me, when I was reading, I'm waiting for the accountability. Parents need to sue these apps. Parents, keep a close eye on your kids. That's the only thing she said as far as accountability for the parents. And I said, damn. I said, so you want the parents to sue the apps, get some money possibly, send these, digital app makers and technology era, put them in jail. Everybody goes to jail except the motherfucking parents, except the single mom possibly. Because I really honestly, I could be wrong, but what I'm saying is, the men that I know, that I'm on the phone with and see every day in life, when I go to the masjid or wherever I go, place of worship, or people that I rock with, that's still alive, that's not in jail, in their kid's life, they not having none of that. Belt to ass, and even me, like, you know what I mean? Belt to ass, foot to ass if I see you doing anything inappropriately. You know what I mean? And so that's why I'm assuming there's no man in the house, because it's like, men don't allow shit like this. She have no accountability for the parents. No accountability. It's like you want to put the owners of the app in prison, but you don't want to look at your parenting skills, your parenting style. You're not busy watching Love and Hip Hop, and you're not watching Nene Leakes, and you're not watching Candy, whatever her name is. You're not watching them go back and forth and throw drinks in each other's face. Or were you watching your child? Or are you just giving them the phone and making them shut up and letting them get a TikTok account, letting them do dances in the bathroom? And then you look at that video with Parrish, and I forget their last name. Unfortunately, may Allah have mercy. The 12-year-old and an 11-year-old or a 12-year-old and a 13-year-old, they was in the bathroom on live when she pulled out the Glock or whatever, you know, Glock weapon she had with the drum on it. I know it had drum on it. And she popped her cousin, Karan, I believe it, or Karun, and killed herself right on live. No supervision. What y'all doing in the bathroom by yourself? You know your family, but your boy and your girl. What are y'all doing in the bathroom together? What are you doing? The door's not open. I know I got, you know, as a kid, you get in the tub, which is in the kid. Parents is present. We present, and again, you a kid, so you don't know your sexuality. But why y'all in the bathroom by yourself? Doing on TikTok or whatever they was doing. And you heard what she said. She repeating her adult. She said, I'll blow your head off. Well, she said some shit to the effect of violence, even though she was playing. You heard that from somebody. When you see kids like, yeah, shut up, bitch, and you see little Instagram videos or videos where kids is talking like adults, they hearing that from their parents. Probably they, you know, Mother's Day is them all, and, you know, fuck niggas, and, you know, for the ones that think they baby fathers ain't shit, they get together, have wine, have drinks, smoke a little hookah, you know what I mean? And she want to fuck with the woo, you know what I mean? And they doing the girls thing, the kids in the other room. I used to listen to shit that I wasn't supposed to hear as a child. Oh, yeah, right. Because kids got ears. And as they get older, you know, you have to be more strategic on how you hide shit from them if you're doing things that you don't want them to pick up. Why? Because we know that kids do what they see and not what they told most of the time. They emulate what they see. So when you see a little young girl acting like a woman or doing what she think a woman does in the mirror, you know, and doing her hair and talking crazy and shit, she watching her mother do that. She watching her older cousin do that. She watching her auntie do that. She not watching no man do that. She watching what she sees, so she's emulating. And that's why you see them, you know what I mean? Why people think we fucked. Because we did, right? In the video. And again, this shit is crazy.
Subscribe if you're new and leave a
Now come here.
For those that's just tuning
Stop
in.
running. Come here.
This shit crazy, crazy. Little kids, little girls. Why do they think we fucked?
Now come here.
Because we did.
Stop running.
Booty clapping sounds. You know adults when it's good
We did.
and the nigga think he putting it down, that's pretty much you're running from the D. The vitamin D, they shouldn't know what that is. And again, you can say, oh, you blame the rapper. You blame Cardi B. You know, when she had her video about culture, her daughter, she don't let her daughter listen to her music because it's for adults. And you say, damn, it's no, even when you like at a brunch place and, you know, when I be at certain spots, and I love hip hop. That's what the channel is about. Hip hop, sports, you know what I mean? Entertainment. Quote rhymes all day. That's why I do it. And then I quote the rapper or the artist when I say they line so you can know who I'm talking about. And it flows easy. And a lot of channels do that. But that's just my style of doing it. I love hip hop. Brought up on hip hop. But like Kendrick Lamar said on that DNA song on the Damn album, at the end of the song, he like, that's why hip hop has done more detriment to the black community than anything we probably ever faced. Because this shit is, you know what I mean, programmed in us. So my thing is you'll be in a brunch, Sunday fun day, you know what I mean? You'll be in somewhere eating, you know what I mean, lunch or whatever, and they got the song with the curses, with the explicit version, but your child is right there. You ride in your car, you see women all the time on their timeline while they going to work, dropping their kids off to school, listening to certain artists with the curse words. The kids hear that. They listen to that, and they memorize that. And that's why they can quote the lines. And that's why they're like, why are they thinking we fucked? Because we did, right? You know what I mean? Stop running. What stop running mean? That mean it's good, and he giving it to you good, and you running from the D. Get your ass over here, Scorpion. Get over here. But yet they just, you know what I mean? And whoever going to justify, like, they just dancing. They don't know what it means. And some of them don't know what it means. But they shouldn't be dancing to that song. And mommy, if you seeing them do little TikTok videos, you should be all in their business. Like, what are you doing? Like, no codes on your phone. You 12, you 11, you 13. You don't get no codes on your phone because you don't have no money to buy no fucking iPhone. You don't get the door closed unless you're in the bathroom. Sorry. That may be a little stern for some of these new era, and you so sensitive, you know what I mean? And you raising these kids wrong and say, yeah, who the fuck is you? Lee, you ain't even got no kids, and you're right. I'll say you're right. I don't. But the kids that I help raise, I love them like they was mine, and I want the best for them. I don't want to see them get pregnant out of marriage. I don't want to see no nigga abusing them. I don't want to see no chick dogging them out, playing them because they don't really like them, but they just using them for a sucker. I don't want to see that. So it's up for me to let them know what it is and what it's not. And I've been doing that. And hopefully I've been doing a good job. Like I said, it starts from the house. I never was in a gang. I've been to prison, but my nephews ain't in that shit. And if it's up to me, they never gonna be one of these young kids out here just pulling out in front of the school, no regards, like that boy that got killed in the car eating with his family, unfortunately, because some 17-year-old young nigga that don't know what life is about and nobody to come take him up like, bro, you about to throw your whole life away to impress some nigga that don't even give a fuck about you? Where's your father at? Where's the uncles at? Where's the cousins that been through the storm? It's up for you to stop that. And ladies, it's up for you to raise your daughters right. But you too busy focusing on your career. Shout out to Coach Greg Adams. And so while you sleep because you working 18 hours, or for those that's working hard and going to school, because there's women that's putting the work in, as far as doing what they got to do. They going to school, they running businesses, or they working and trying to run a business. They online. You know what I mean? Everybody's not for the streets and selling ass. But the thing is, you have to be more active, and you have to, dare I say, be more nosy. I don't care about your privacy when you don't pay no bills, when you're a child, when you don't know what's good for you. Just like, yeah, you eat your spinach, Popeye, even if you got to lie and be manipulative, because all manipulation is not bad. You know what I mean? It has a negative undertone or connotation, but all manipulation is not bad. That's why you manipulate the child and you say, yeah, we're going to go to the movies if you eat your string beans, so they can eat the good stuff for them, because they don't know. And that's all I really got for tonight. My thing is, as far as KeViNSaMueLs, the marathon continues for the people that's mad. I wasn't shocked and amazed. People hate Jesus. People hate Farrakhan. People hate Malcolm X. People hated Martin Luther King. And I'm not equating, I'm just saying people hate the messenger a lot of the times. And even for myself, when I keep it real, because I'm full transparency on this channel. Well, one of my friends that, they ain't no yes men, and they be like, nah, Lee, you was wrong. I may not agree with them or accept what they saying right away, because I'm human. Maybe like, nah, I'm right. Until later, then I come back. Nah, you was right, my nigga. I definitely was. I shouldn't have did that to them, or I was wrong in that instance. I can admit that. My thing is, whether you agree or you don't agree, I don't think the message is going nowhere. I think that he had valid points, and I think that some stuff he was off with. You know what I mean? And that just is what it is. The point is, we need to have accountability. That's what I take. Anything else, who cares? It's entertainment. And y'all be saying the most and doing the most. Look what women, when I'll end with this. Again, women go at women the hardest. I don't give a... KeViNSaMueLs is fucking baby shit compared to what we see women do to other women. That's my own personal experience. And I've been around mad women. I love women. To Shisha Arnold. When she said what she said, you can disagree, but people was going at her looks. Oh, we rate people because you were 5 at best. That means you're average. And you an adjustable 6. People was mad that he said Sweeney is adjustable 6. That's his opinion. That doesn't make or break you. But people was talking about her career. She's a B-list actor. We like the Gina better than you. Like, she ain't a whole human person. She ain't kill nobody. She ain't tell your kids to do drugs. She ain't emasculate your man. Like, she don't want your man. She ain't say you was bum bitches because you never flew on a private jet and you'll never meet Nicki Minaj and I shake elbows with the celebrities. And y'all just some hood bum bitches. And a lot of y'all never gonna be on her level. That's the reality. I'm not being funny at all. I normally say I'm being funny, but I'm not being funny. Some of y'all never reach her level, even though you think her level may be low compared to Angela Bassett or whoever else you're going to throw up there. What's the other lady I like who's a great actress? Miss Davis, Lavola Davis. Yeah, Pam ain't there, but she better than a lot of you bitches. She accomplished a lot more than you, and that's what all was like, yo, you people never won no fucking Grammys. You never wrote no hit songs. You ain't got no motherfucking, no Oscars and none of that. And people think you here just because you brought some followers or because some people waking up saying you a queen and you look good. You ain't really accomplished nothing for you to be critiquing somebody else. And again, where's the argument at? You can go against the argument if you disagree, but what her looks got to do with it? Why she got to be a B-list actor? Why she got to be a pick-me? You know what I mean? Like, that's a bad thing now. Women that, pardon me, women that's married is afraid to say they married. You know what I mean? Because it's like, yeah, you just want to be pick-me. Y'all go at each other hard. Her ass don't look good. That BBL she got look whack still. She's still trash. She's still trash. Her pussy stink. What Nicki Minaj do to Remy Ma? Yeah, it smell like you need a pat. And then when Remy Ma do to her, yeah, heard your ass was leaking. You know what y'all do? You stick the knife in and you turn it hard. You don't show no mercy. 50 Cent, beg for mercy. You don't show no fucking mercy. But then when it benefits you, on the other line is sisterhood and the Dusties and we got the most protected. And it's just, I mean, again, I'm not mad. So if I may be a little passionate. I may be speaking a little, you know, with that vigor. Like, give this speech with vigor and pass the wine cooler, you big black nigga. It's an LL reference. You're jingling, baby. Gag, baby. I give this speech with vigor a lot because, in my opinion, that's how I can't give it up no other way. But I know it's hypocrites out there. I know it's people that may take 2 steps forward, take 6 steps back. So I'm not judging because I'm not better than nobody. And I hope when my day is out here and my videos and record dealers out here, I hope I'm forgiven as well. And I hope, you know, people remember the good of me and not some of the bad shit. But my point is, I'm not shocked and amazed that women do this to each other. I'm just saying, why do y'all do it? And then you pick and choose, and you go, your bag is fake, her feet is crunched up, and you punch holes at the self-esteem, the insecurities rather that you know women have, because y'all women. So you know, even the most baddest women, and that's why Nicki Minaj rated herself a 7. Say what you want. I know that's your queen. She's your queen to be. She rated herself a 7. But she clearly wasn't listening when KeViNSaMueLs said, rate yourself, fresh face out the shower, no makeup, can't use 7. She said she's a fucking 7. And you can't make that up. I'm not knocking her. He gave her a 9. I don't think she's a 9, but I don't think she's unattractive. But the point is, even some of your baddest people, I bet if you ask Rihanna, she look. A lot of men go with her forehead. A lot of women go with her forehead too when they rating her and they looking at her like, yeah, Sweeney, she look good, but she got a big forehead. You don't think Rihanna heard she got a big forehead her whole life? So I guarantee you, though she might think she a 10 because her company's worth $1 billion and she look good and she's a bad girl and she's a savage as well, because that's what she said. She said she's a savage. And her heart of hearts, I bet when she look in the mirror, she probably think, damn, if I could do any surgery, I probably would reduce my forehead. And women always want to change some shit on their body that God gave them. I think you're beautiful the way you are. If you believe that you're beautiful, if you have some confidence, that's the most sexiest thing a woman ever could wear, is confidence. And that's why Angela Bassett is very sexy to me. Even she older now, but she ain't far as, if you take a poll of men, not women, men, because we're the buyers of what y'all selling. Unless you're lesbian, then I'll listen to your opinion if you like pussy. If you poll men, they won't say she's one of the top tier beautifulest women. Now, I mean, far as looks wise, and she got kind of strong face features. But if you ask me, she's beautiful, super beautiful. You know what I mean? To me. And she wear well, confidence, well. And she'll probably look better than somebody like a Sweeney or somebody who may look better physically, but lacking in the confidence area, or kind of like fronting like you a dime, but we really know you're not. You know what I mean? And so I'll just leave with that. You know what I mean? Try to build more instead of tearing people down, and try to hold your own self accountable. Because the more you can hold your own self accountable, people won't get mad when you hold them accountable. And I'll end with this example. Sports, hip-hop interviews, sometimes POPAVISM's 101. They say the best players on the team, the teams that really go well, like the Golden State and LeBron when he was winning, Michael Jordan, they hold themselves accountable. That's why when Jimmy Butler was like, when he was training with Tyler Hero, and he told him to be there at 5, Tyler Hero was there at 4:45. Yeah, I'm here for the work. Let's get it. I can hold you accountable because the best players hold themselves accountable. So nobody can walk in like, yeah, you ain't carrying your weight. How you going to look at me? Because I'm not carrying my weight, and I'm not the best player. If the best player is diving on the floor for the ball, wrists getting kicked in the head and elbows scraped up, then you better do it too if you want to play on this team. Because it's a teamwork, and there's no Oz in team. And that's what it is. Rest in peace to KeViNSaMueLs, a.k.a. the proclaimed Godfather. May Allah have mercy on his soul. May he have mercy on all of us, because we're going to need it, a lot of us, especially a lot of y'all that was happy. And, pardon me. May he give the strength to his family, to his mom's. Sad that she had to find out about that on the internet, you know, especially if you got to read through some of the comments first before you get to the real scoop to find out he was passed. And to his daughter, be more kind, be more courteous, be more respectful to people. That'll take you a long way. You know what it is. It's your boy, POPAVIST. That's me. Y'all was just tuned in. POPAVIST TV. That's my show. We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic, that feeling back up in here one more again. Yeah, kid.